I am so excited. It has been like 4 months since I've been able to work on a project for myself with no interruptions. I can't wait to sit down and look through all of this footage. Oh my god, why is there 313 gigabytes of footage here? Like, I know it's been a couple months, but there's no way I filmed that much stuff. Maybe I can get James to edit this for me. No, he's busy. I don't know what I am doing. Okay, I can do this. This is fine. Everything's great. This video is going to be broken up in 2 different parts. The first part of the video will be a shark dive. I went diving with sharks off of the coast of Florida. This is actually my 2nd time diving. I took some photos. It was really fun. And the second part of this video is going to be kind of a recap of our last couple of months. James and I have decided to move out of Utah. Right now I'm actually standing in an Airbnb in New Orleans. We're driving across the country, obviously, but I'll get into all of those details a little bit later on. There'll be a dedicated video, but I want to share the chaos of what the last couple of months have been. I'm back on the dock again for another shark dive. The last time I came out, my main goal was honestly to learn as much as I could about sharks. I knew that they were a vital part of the environment, but a lot of my friends have been speaking about shark conservation. I just really wanted to get a grasp for it myself, experience them. I shot some photos and some videos when I came last time, but I was honestly a bit nervous, because who isn't nervous when you swim with sharks for the first time? This time I am going out with a mission. I'm way more comfortable in the water and way more comfortable around them. I learned that they like fish. They don't like people. It's a glassy, flat day outside today, which is great. And I'm just really excited to get back on the water. I went out with Shark Tours FL. They're based in West Palm Beach, Florida, right next to the Blue Heron Bridge. The Blue Heron Bridge is not a location that I am foreign to. We came to this spot in March as my first forte in underwater photography and videography. It was by far my worst attempt at creating content in the water, but the positive side from it is that I could only go up from where I started.
Rocked around, you know? Look at water by ears. Whew. I'm having a good time.
That's good.
But I'm just not good at this. And that sucks.
We currently live in the desert, which means we've had to take trips to the ocean in order for me to practice my creative skills underwater. This means months of time out of the ocean, which is less than productive for me, especially because I'm trying to get really good at this thing. Utah has so many options for adventures, and we've definitely got our money's worth over the past 4 years, but now we're off to find a new home base that will make getting into the ocean more of a consistent thing in my life.
Is that gondola? Oh, sweet. That thing's pretty cool. It's fun in the
Oh my gosh. We have lived in Salt Lake City for 4 years and now we're moving, so Obviously, we have to do all of the touristy things. Today, we decided to go up a tram or gondola. Honestly, I don't know if there's a difference between the two. It's cold. We're at 11,000 feet. Honestly, I'm kind of bummed that we haven't done this earlier. Makes sense that we haven't though, because when you live in a place, you don't do all the touristy things until you leave. Yesterday gave us the first snow of the season. It's actually been really warm, which I'm very grateful for. One of the primary reasons that we're leaving Salt Lake City, aside from needing an ocean, is honestly, we're over winter. But this is a nice little wintry activity and I'm not mad about it. Because we only had a couple of weeks before we left, we tried to squeeze as many trips around Utah as possible. These are the Salt Flats. They're less than 2 hours from Salt Lake City and made a nice, quick adventure. We're both extremely focused on our creative work and all we think about is our goals. It's not a bad thing, but it definitely consumes our time. We wouldn't have it any other way, but this trip to the Salt Flats was a good reminder that we need to take actual breaks, spend time with each other, and just enjoy ourselves.
Okay, we're gonna run over the drone in a way that does not break it.
Hopefully.
That is the game plan. Okay, this is either gonna break our drone and hopefully the SD card is still preserved, or this is gonna be a really great shot. Okay. Either way, I think it's gonna be a great shot.
Okay, you don't have to go fast. We did it! This week is going to be a little bit crazy, so I figured it would be a good week to document. We are moving. We are going to be filming a commercial, and on top of all of that, we are trying to maintain everything that we're doing. So posting videos on here, James posting videos on his channel, running our business. It's a little bit insane, so I wanted to share that with you guys. I'm also feeling like I'm really freaking rusty at making videos, so the solution to that is just make more videos. So first thing on my list today is I have to get a podcast sent over to one of the editors that we work with. We have a team of creative people that help us crush our goals and we help them crush their goals. So I'm sending this podcast out because delegation and I don't have time to do it. Next on my list is I have to return stuff to Target. That is not interesting, but moving. Third thing on the list. We came here because Utah had more opportunity than the place that we were currently living, and we have seized the opportunity. We came here to somehow work for ourselves online, and we work for ourselves online, which means that we can live literally anywhere that we want. We have a couple dilemmas. We don't know where we want to live. We know that we need to have an ocean with clear blue water, and we know that we need to have a city or easy access to a city for James's street photography. So that's what we're on the hunt for, and over the next couple months we're going to be making our way across the country and trying to find a place that we like. So if that interests you, that kind of adventure, subscribe, because that's gonna be our future for the next time being. Right now I am in OBS, which is why everything looks like an absolute mess, but I'm setting up this podcast with Roberto Blake, and his guest is Saradici. The reason that I am doing it this way is because I've never handed off a podcast. Whenever I work with editors, everything is to a standard, because if I'm working with 4 different people and getting 4 different project files, it's a mess. So the first time that I ever send a new format style video or whatever, I always set up the project file and then I record a explainer walking through everything that I have done. And on top of that, I also have a master guide that the editors can reference. And on top of all of that, they can just text me with any questions. So I don't have time to edit this podcast. I told Roberto that I would take care of it for him, so I am delegating. Thank you to my team. So we have audio, broadcaster. Well, to be quite honest, we didn't finish the office, but we have everything that we need for our trip, and I have to start packing for that trip, so I need to stop. We are not shooting the commercial in Salt Lake City. We're going to be out of town for a week working on that project, and then we come back and move maybe the next day or the day after. A lot going on. Guys, thank you so much for watching. On Friday, I will be sharing the commercial video. This is going to be the behind the scenes, how we planned it, how we shot it, how we edited it, really nerdy stuff. So if that's something that you're into, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on your post notifications. That way you get notified right when that video comes out. With all of that said, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. Goodbye.